What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and the hot stove has been extremely cold. We're not getting much action, so we got to find some action where we can. And it looks like Anthony Rendon, the power-hitting third baseman for now the Los Angeles Angels, formerly of the Washington Nationals, had something to say that has riled up tons of baseball fans. Okay, even though he even kind of prefaced it saying, hey, this is just kind of lighthearted, you know, I don't want to get in trouble. He got in a little bit of trouble with some fans, and I'll give my take. I want to get yours in that comment section down below. But Anthony Rendon, who in the past has really, I believe he's even said, like, he doesn't really like baseball, not a huge baseball fan. And guess that's not too surprising that he would say something like this then. Check this out.
If you could change one thing about Major League Baseball, if I gave you that power, what would you do?
I'm going to say something very lighthearted so I don't get in trouble when I get to spring training. So I'm going to give you all an Anthony Rendon answer.
The first of the day, hopefully.
Yeah. We got to shorten the season, man. It's too many dang games. 162 games and 185, 3 days, whatever it is. Man, no. We got to shorten this bad boy up. Let's go.
We got to shorten this bad boy. I like that. Hey, first of all, right off the bat, like, he was asked a question. I hate to get upset at somebody for answering the question. What's the one thing you would change? He was asked a question. He didn't come out and just volunteer this information. He was asked the question, and that's his opinion. So honestly, I can't really be mad at the guy, but I can tell you why people are a little bit mad at the guy, why they're a little annoyed at it. Anthony Rendon, who wants the season shortened, hasn't played in more than 58 games since 2019 when they won the World Series with the Nationals. 2020, I guess he really liked that 60-game season. Like, this is nice. 52 games out of 60, so that was normal. And then 58, 47, 43. Now, he's obviously had injury issues. So, it's not just by choice completely, but a lot of times we don't know what's going on with his injury issues. He doesn't give a bunch of updates, and we're just waiting to find out what's going on with Anthony Rendon. Meanwhile, he's not hitting well. 229 average in 22, 236 average 23. His average is just terrible. His power, 2 home runs. I know it only had 148 at bats, but 2 home runs. I said power hitting third baseman. What's going on here with Anthony Rendon? This is a dude who used to hit you 34 home runs with 126 RBIs. So it's been an poor Angels, man. The Angels just, they are known for signing guys who are just finished with their prime. Josh Hamilton, Pujols, it's like right when their primes are just about done, time to go to the Angels and give them some subpar seasons here, if not worse. So very disappointing here. 4 years for Anthony Rendon. And you can see a lot of people saying this dude hates baseball. Even a former Nationals teammate has basically said Anthony Rendon just hates baseball. Guy just hates baseball. So he might be in the wrong line of work, but I can pretty much promise you he ain't going nowhere until he has to, just because as much as he might hate it, he made $38 million. Actually, I should say the whole thing because, let's just not forget about the other $500,000. $38,571,428 in 2023, and he is set to make $38 million for the next 3 seasons. This year, 25 and 26. So yeah, I highly doubt he's going to be, looking in the job classifieds anytime freaking soon. So yeah, Anthony Rendon, but I can respect answering the question. He thinks the season's a little too long. I also have to say, if I'm in that position, I'm not in that position, but if I'm in that position, making that kind of money with the kind of perks that they got, check out, I'm gonna shout out a channel here. Former MLB pitcher Trevor May. He's got a channel called Trevor May Baseball. He got some really good stuff. But he put out a video on all the perks of being an MLB player. And holy crap, it's more than I even thought. I mean, let's see if I can just Trevor May perks. Yeah, 22 perks of being, it's actually a year ago, so it's been out for a while. 22 perks of being an MLB player that you didn't know. And that video kind of blew me away. I mean, I already knew. We all know about the money. We all know about the chartered flights. But what I didn't know about was the nap rooms. I mean, how awesome is that? They got nap rooms. It's like kindergarten again. Freaking oxygen chambers, freaking top of the line recovery equipment, and just unbelievable perks for, you know, snacks. Obviously, we kind of know about some of that stuff, just free stuff left and right. I think they even get meal money. They used to get meal money on the road. Like, you know, you're already a multimillionaire and you get meal money on top of it when you go on the road. But my point is, most us baseball fans, you know, we got normal jobs, and I've worked some of the worst. I mean, I'm talking about back in the early 2000s. I worked for a few years at a factory, at a box factory in Tracy, California, where we're making cardboard boxes. I'm talking about 12-hour shifts. We're constantly on 12-hour shifts, usually 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week, and back-breaking labor, no air conditioning, constantly 90 degrees, and just grinding for 12 freaking hours with one 20-minute break. I mean, I'm just saying, you got roofers, you got all kind of laborers out there, 365 days a year. That's how long their season is. 365 days. There ain't no off season for normies. And we ain't making that money. We ain't getting those perks. Ain't no nap rooms. So, you know, I respect that he answered the question, and he wasn't asked, you know, what would you complain about in your life? You know, he said, what would you change about Major League Baseball? It was a very specific question, and he gave a very honest, specific answer. But I do see why people are upset. Because of everything I just said. It's like, are you serious? Like, honestly? But Anthony Rendon doesn't seem to be a huge baseball guy. So he wants this shorter season. I don't think it's happening no time soon. But then again, with Rob Manfred, anything is possible. But, you know, personally, I couldn't imagine me saying that. I haven't been I never played professional baseball. And every baseball league I played in have been too short. You play in high school, or you play in college, or even a junior college or something like that. The seasons are actually quite short, and you only play 2-3 games a week. It kind of, you feel like you want more baseball. Kind of sucks. You know, it would be like a dream to get to play every day. But I'll tell you this, the minor leaguers, I feel for now, their season's almost just as long as the major league season, and they're on the bus rides. They don't have the perks. They don't have probably nap rooms. They don't have all this. They have some of it because they're major league affiliated, but I mean, that's a grind. I feel for the minor leaguers. The big leaguers, man, they got it made. And I know it's tough. And I mean, 162 games is no joke. You're going to be exhausted when you get through that season. I mean, that is no joke. And I know they don't just play 3 hours. I know they get to the ballpark early. I understand that. For 7 o'clock game, you're at the ballpark at 1 or 2 p.m. And there's a lot of work that goes into it. You know, I understand that. But I'm just saying, none of them would trade their job to go work some normal freaking 9 to 5 or worse. I don't think one of them would. Of course, because they're living the dream. So let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below of Anthony Rendon's comments. Slightly annoying coming from someone who hasn't played in 60 games the past 4 years, but he was asked a specific question. If you ask me, what's the one thing you hate about YouTube? I'm going to say. And then some people are like, dude, bro gets to do YouTube full-time, which I'm not actually full-time. I do have some other incomes as well to help me out. But if I'm asked the question, I'm going to answer the question. So I can't hate too much. But let me know what you guys think. We'll talk to you next time.